Hello everyone, myself Megha. I am a 10th grade student who have just completed my 10th and I am waiting for my results to come. I am from Thiruvananthapuram district of Kerala. So today I am going to comment or speak about boycotting of China goods by us, the Indian citizens. So 2 days before, I've seen a video of Sonam Wangchung sir from Ladakh, and he've been addressing and asking us Indians to stop using Chinese softwares and eventually the hardware. He also raised the motto of Sena Degi Bulletse or Nagrik Dengi Voletse. And he have been a role model to us by deleting all the Chinese software apps which he had in his phone and eventually replacing his Chinese mobile phone within a week. So that's what he have asked in that video. So why should we really boycott Chinese goods? See, before we used to have only one like a parameter, that was its quality, but now since it's a crisis of the pandemic COVID-19's effect, we have more reasons to boycott Chinese goods. First of all, the main one, what they are doing currently at the Ladakh border is so wrong, is so cruel. They are taking the lives of our Indian army men with the help of other neighboring countries like Pakistan. And also, second one, they are the reason for the spread and origin of COVID-19, which they have accepted also lately. Now, these are the two causes of why we should boycott all the all the Chinese goods on Indian market. So next is, what is the current trade situation of India? India exports around $292 billion around the world, and also India has an import. In India, we have an import of $417 billion. Which is a negative trade balance, because when the import is greater than export, it's a negative trade balance. Also, to which countries do we export the most? Top export destinations for India, first of all, is USA of about $44.3 billion, and China about $13.3 billion. And we have the most imports from, that is, these countries import in our country more. They are China obviously comes first, about $76 billion, and USA about $22.8 billion. So trade with USA is not a big problem because we are currently in a good relationship with USA, but China trade is a trade deficit of about $63 billion. And also Indian markets are highly dependent on Chinese goods, especially in the fields of pharmaceuticals, pharmacies, medicines, and also electronic appliances and electronic devices. They supply cheaply in our Indian markets because they have subsidies from the Chinese government. The laws are in favor of the Chinese traders. That is why they supply cheaply on our Indian markets. So if there is a situation where the Indian government boycotts Chinese goods, what will happen is we have to pay more for the Indian goods, because comparatively Indian goods are much expensive than Chinese goods. But as Sonam Wangchung sir have said in his video, that Chinese goods are not not cheap. They has a value of the lives of our Indian soldiers, which can be really defined by this picture, that we as citizens, we give money to China by buying made in China products, then they buy arms and ammunitions and give it to Pakistan. They support, they tell Pakistan terrorist, and eventually leads in killing our Jawans itself. So it is basically we indirectly are supporting them, right? We shouldn't. So what if it's a situation when our Indian government or we as citizens boycott the China made in China goods? There will be two situations as per me which our country will face. The first one is we will have to develop our own sectors, especially manufacturing or industrial sectors, because if there is no other country to import on our country, we should develop our own industrial sector, because India is lagging in resources to start a new company, and also it is really time consuming because of that. But the Make in India campaign started or initiated by our Narendra Modi ji, our Prime Minister, in his first year, that is 25th September 2014, was really effective, which promised us about more than 200 million employment opportunities to be generated before 2022, and also we are in a way to reach there, and also an increment of about 16 to 25% of share of the industrial sector in our GDP. But Modi ji termed MGNREGA, that is Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act, as a failure of UPA government. But he spends around 40,000 crore during its fiscal stimulus of 20 lakh crore. Funds given to MGNREGA shows current real situation of India. And the second situation which we will have to face is the domination of South Korean or Korean products in our Indian market, because after China, Korean products will dominate because they are cheap. So they will dominate our Indian markets, but I don't think that's a much bigger problem when compared to boycotting China made goods. And how can we as citizens boycott or reduce our demands and needs for made in China commodities? How can we as citizens? So first of all is kill the demands. We have to stop our demands and urge for buying made in China goods. We have to encourage our made in India products, at the same time discourage made in China products, or PRC product. PRC is otherwise its abbreviation is People of Republic of China. In markets we have two labels for China made products. It is made in China and made in PRC. Traders may think that they will have a loss because people won't buy made in India products and they will prefer made in China products. But no, if you put a board on your shop labeling made in India products only, boycotting China products, definitely you will have an increase in your profit. I can guarantee that, because there are many more people like me who are trying to boycott all Chinese products. And also next, government can take steps like implementing laws and regulations which like if suppose we are going for offline shopping, that is we are going to stores, we can check a product whether it's made in India or made in China by looking at its label. It will be written. Whereas what if we are like buying it online from sites like Amazon or Flipkart? What will happen? We can't know whether it's made in China or India. For that, government can add a banner or add an option of showing whether it's made in India or made in some other country. Encourage local manufacturers. And how can we encourage local manufacturers? By making and implementing laws in favor of them, just how Chinese government support the Chinese traders by providing subsidies to them. Indian government is also halfway there in supporting local manufacturers. And also we have to be wise. We should not make India a country where we as citizens itself is buying some other country's products and not encouraging our own products, our own Indian made products. We should encourage other countries also to buy made in India products except for China. So I am a strong believer that trade and sales is what makes a country powerful. We as Indians, we as Indian citizens, civilians, we cannot directly go to a war field or do something against the Chinese military. We can't. But instead we can stop buying Chinese made products and stop giving them money so that they become poor, and we can isolate them. So no military, only we can stop buying Chinese products. Thank you and have a wonderful day. Thank you for listening to my words. My words by saying the quote of Mahatma Gandhi stating that be the change you wish to see in the world. Before spreading this message, you have to delete your TikTok account or PUBG account, just how I did, like Sonam Wangchuk sir have did. That you have to be a model to others before spreading the message. So thank you and have a wonderful day. Home and stay safe.